Today we're going to be talking about what's next for our farm here in Nicaragua. We've been working on the farm for over 2 years now, and things are progressing. But the big question is what's next for our farm and what to expect these next upcoming 5 years. So we're gonna talk today. We're in the beautiful jungles of Nicaragua. We're gonna break this down into a couple different sections here, but we're gonna start with the farm first. So our goal for the farm has always been to build a specialty coffee farm, essentially rebuild my family's coffee farm that I inherited after my dad and grandma passed away. But not only that, be a good impact to the community and nature around us. So these past 2 to 3 years, it's been a struggle because before we got into this project, we knew nothing about farming. And now we've learned a lot, we made mistakes, but we've also progressed forward. And I think one of the things that stayed true, even when we started and we didn't have experience, was that we've always taken care of the people here. So we've been achieving that goal. We make sure to pay well, give them good food, the conditions where they stay, we're working on improving. But even without the farm experience, we've always made sure to take care of the people. And then the nature aspect, which is the other part of the mission, is we've planted over 1,000 trees. Thanks to you guys who keep watching, commenting, and sharing. We've been managing to plant trees every year, and we're slowly bringing back and reforesting this whole area, which is amazing because this area is beautiful. You still get wild toucans, monkeys, wildcats. You get the national birds out here, and we want to protect that, you know? We want to make sure that we're a good impact. So in terms of the 3 things, which was rebuild the farm, be a good impact to people and nature, we've been progressing and we've been doing good. Now, the farm itself needs a lot more work still. If you've been following the channel, you've seen that we've been working on building a cabin. And the reason we're building a cabin, it's because we need a place to stay when we come out here and continue to build this farm. We do rent a house in the city, but it's a very far drive. Now, thankfully, the cabin's coming close to an end soon. It's been a lot of work, a lot of struggles, but it's been fun and rewarding. That's the thing. It's just been so rewarding, more rewarding than when I used to work in corporate America and I used to sit behind the keyboard. This right here, being out in the mountains, building something and having purpose, there's nothing better in life. So in terms of the farm itself, building that cabin out would be the next steps for this year to finish it. And then after that, we need to build some more on the farm. We need to improve the conditions of where the main house is. Now in the main house, there's a family that lives in the main house that they've been here over 15 years. So that main house needs a lot of work and it's way bigger than the cabin. But thankfully we've learned a lot over these past, I would say 2 years. And when we start building out that main house, it's gonna be easier. Now that main house, what we're thinking is we're gonna have a kitchen, a communal eating area, so it'll be communal. And then we're gonna have a campsite for the workers that come during harvest season, because ultimately the goal is to plant more coffee, but we'll get to that point. The coffee aspect of this we'll get to afterwards. There's a couple other areas we need to go focus the building, and that is on the coffee processing mill. The beneficio, what we call here in Nicaragua, is falling apart, is rotting away, it's cracked, and it needs some tender loving care there, some TLC. Now, I haven't really attacked or touched this part of the farm because that's gonna require me to buy equipment. Since this is the area that we process the coffee, we bring it down from the mountain, we depulp it, we ferment it, and then we wash it. I'm going to need to spend money and buy equipment. Now that equipment is really expensive. Depending on the type of equipment I buy is gonna dictate the layout. Since I'm not too sure on what equipment I'm buying or when we're gonna be able to hit those goals on the channel for me to afford to buy that, then I've been holding off on rebuilding anything on the processing mill because I wanna make sure that once we lay it out, everything falls in place and we have a layout that works well. Now after the main house and the coffee processing mill, we need to build some warehousing to store materials, to store fertilizer, store wood. So that would be the next phase. And from there, we need to bring drying areas here. So we need to build some roofed areas so we can dry coffee during the season store it before pickup, and have it on site, consolidate shipments to try to save money on gas. A lot to do to be honest. A lot of building with your hands, working out in construction. Thankfully, we've been managing to mill lumber from the farm itself, and with that we've saved some costs because we can reuse that wood to build stuff. Now, the next phase of the farm is the coffee plantation. So right now we have a little over 2 acres of coffee that we've planted, and every year we've been planting slowly more and more. And my goal is to get up to around 30 acres of coffee within this farm. So that's what the land allows, essentially, without going into the forest and taking down the forest and putting coffee in it. What we're gonna be doing is planting already what's existing, and we're bringing back and reforesting with trees. But in order for us to get to that goal, it's linked with our growth of our brand, our Immense Coffee brand. So the YouTube channel is helping us drive sales for the coffee farm. So when someone watches a video, buys our coffee online, that right there is the fuel that comes back into this farm so we can build out the beneficio, the warehouse, plant more coffee. So in order for us to get to that amount of coffee, that large amount of coffee, we need to have more people buying coffee. So essentially we've been slowing down and gradually planting slowly but surely. Now my mission is, if we can grow this big, like really big, immense, right? Then I would want to bring on other farmers onto the website. So essentially immensecoffee.com will have our farm, and from there, once we have a big community of immense coffee drinkers, then we're gonna bring in another farmer on the site. And what's gonna be cool about this is that it's not that I'm just gonna put the farmer on the site, it's that I'm gonna go tell their story. I'm gonna showcase their family, showcase behind the scene, and you'll get to see exactly where it's coming from. And then you're gonna have a whole different coffee profile on the website. And slowly but surely, if we can get more farmers on there, then we can ensure they're paid well, and you get to see more behind the scenes. And hopefully, who knows, maybe in the future we have Nicaragua represented on the website with different growing regions, so you can kind of sample the different profiles that comes out of a different region. That would be amazing. So the farm itself that we are in now would have, let's say we get up to that point where we're planning on having that much acreage, then we would have some sold through the website, and then the rest, maybe some coffee roasters that are interested in buying, they can come by and partner with us. And this way we can continue to grow. It's been a hustle, let me tell you, it's been a hustle. It's been a journey, and we still have a long road ahead of us, but those are the kind of visions I have. So these next 5 years really comes down to a couple of things. Is for us to keep on growing this movement, to keep on expanding, is for more people to start following on YouTube, joining the channel, sharing the movement, and that's gonna allow us to keep on growing at the farm. In return, my promise is to always give you the best videos we can and to stay consistent. Right now we're doing 2 videos a week. It's a hustle, it's a grind, 2 videos a week. Essentially, I need to film 3 to 4, so we're always just hustling to get that done. But we love doing it, we love showcasing this beautiful country, and if we keep on growing, we will keep on doing. So as long as people keep commenting, liking, and subscribing, we will keep on pushing these videos, you know. Hopefully you guys like this type of transparency. I would say it's very transparent in my opinion. The vision that I have, I love sharing it with you guys because you guys have made it possible to come to this point. And I know the more people come on board and the more people stay on board, the more we can even push further. Eventually, I want to get more into not only coffee, I want to get into how we can do stuff and projects on other communities and help them. That would be like the second phase, like build homes for people in need. And I know we can do it. It's just gonna be a hard grind from here on out and forward. And I'm in for it because it's fulfilling and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm excited for all these trees that we're planting here on the farm because every year you're just starting to see them grow taller and taller. And areas of the farm that had no trees and no forests are slowly coming back. We're building roads, we're protecting the water. We're slowly becoming more and more present with nature here. And I'm excited for my kids and my grandkids to see what we're doing here. And hopefully we can continue to have this farm go into generations and everyone drinking coffee out of it. Those are the main visions that I have, and that's like the main status of what's happening to the farm in the next 5 years. a lot to do, a lot to work with. I need your input. I need you to let me know, what do you think about that below? What do you think about this transparency? Did you guys like this video? You want some more insight into behind the business, how we shoot our videos, how we edit? Or what would you guys like to see so I can bring you aboard? Because you guys are part of this mission, and the only reason we have gotten this far is because of you guys. So we'll be out here in Nicaragua hustling hard, pushing out videos. Thank you guys for watching. It is your Coffee Familia signing off. I'll see you next week.